Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with My Hero Academia Season 7 episode number 6 reaction. So the previous episode, it was kind of like a calm before the storm kind of episode. Everyone was preparing for the big battle, and like we shifted to a different place. I think they called it Troy. Yeah. And yeah, all the civilians, they are being protected by one few of the heroes, while Deku and his group, they went to like a separate place, and the main mission started. Basically, the main mission is use Aoyama to not call but contact All For One, and tell him that, oh, you know we basically like trick him into coming out. And All For One, he was pretty confident because he could gather, he could understand people's wrong people's emotions, whether they're trying to trick him or not, or whether they have some bad intentions or malicious intentions towards him. And if they're lying, since he could do that, he was pretty confident. He was like, yeah, they're not betraying us. But somehow, I'm not really sure how they pulled it off, but Aoyama was able to trick him into coming. And he thought that he was going to get Deku. However, we had our own tricks up our sleeves. Basically, we used Kurogiri to transport all the other heroes over here immediately as soon as All For One came with his League of Villains. So it's going to be like an all-out battle now, I'm guessing. But like I said, I'm not 100% sure how Aoyama was able to, how he didn't realize, All For One didn't realize how that Aoyama was trying to trick him. I guess it was probably because Aoyama didn't really lie to him. He said that, oh yeah, I have brought Deku. He did bring Deku out. But, yeah, I guess it was just like a little loophole that we were able to manipulate and trick All For One. Either way, the battle will begin today, I think. So let's see what happens. This is episode number 6. Let's get started. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Few days ago, okay. Oh. Okay, maybe we'll get to know now what actually happened with Aoyama and all that. Alright, here we go. Okay. This will reveal it. Why was there no subtitles here? What was that? Searching for. Okay. Hmm. Opposite. Huh. Slowly soften his heart. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. This is plan to use. Yeah. Yeah, but what about like Alpha One can? Hmm. Yeah, like the whole that, and also the fact that if they lie and yeah, how do they? Right, Mr. and Mrs. Oh wait, was it someone different who talked to Alpha One? Yeah. Yeah, how did they pull that off? Him. Who? Oh, that makes sense. I didn't think about that. Okay. Because he can, like, brain. Yeah. So they weren't lying. Okay. Oh, did it improve? Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay, so that's I. Okay, I got my answer. Hmm. Hero name. Okay, that's why they showed him in the previous episode. Okay. Ah. Okay. Yeah, we know, like Monoma. I know about that. I realized that what they did. They used Monoma to use Kurogiri. Yeah, to use his power, Kurogiri's power. They used Monoma to, I think, like copy it or something. Okay. Yep, there you go. Wow, that's the name. There you go. That part I understood immediately in the previous episode, but I didn't understand the Shinso's part. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yep. There you go. That's what happened. Right. There you go. Okay, so everything makes sense now. Yeah. Right. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. The battle begins. Yeah. Whoa. Oh boy. And it begins again. Yeah, he's going to go for Endeavor. Oh, it's Todoroki, isn't it? Yep. Yeah. Well, Operation Troy. Whoa. Oh my god. Okay. I think they might actually. Like, I'm sure they have some countermeasures against. From you. Wait. Oh my god. Oh, that. Okay. Whoa. Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Hmm. It probably will. Oh my god. I'm sure they have a planning. Okay. Nice. Okay, okay. Right. Okay, calm down. Bro, shut up. Talking about money and really? You guys are the one who was. Right, okay, nice. Okay, so. Oh no. Wait, what the? Wait, what? What's happening? Oh no, Deku got separated from them. Oh god. This is the worst case scenario. He was the one we were supposed to. Okay, I don't think they realize that Deku has only Bakugo knows that. Gunga Villa site. Right. Oh, Hawks is there. Hmm. Right. Yeah. Yeah, Dabi and okay. Sky above you. Damn. Yo. What the hell? Oh my god. Yeah, Shigaraki. So okay, Mirko's here. Yeah, Deku got caught. Wait, who got him? I didn't. Who is that? Wait a minute. Oh, it's Himiko. Oh my god. Danger sense didn't activate. I guess because she wasn't really, you know, trying to attack him. Oh god. Right. Hmm. Right. Sure. Me. Yeah. Oh god. Here we go. Oh. Well, they were ready. They were ready. Damn. Oh. Ah. Lost on the ground of flying disintegrate. Decay from spreading. Yeah. Oh. I was gonna say, like, wouldn't it like literally? Aren't we like taking out the ground? So okay, all right, that's why. Coffin in the sky. Oh boy, but Deku isn't here. I think a lot of their plans laid on the fact that Deku would be there with them. They were ready with everything. Like, well, yeah, makes sense. Oh, I was wondering where we were getting so many raw materials. She's okay. Right. Added to countermeasures against TK. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Denki? This guy. Manga kun. Ah. Oh, Nejire. Damn. Wow. Ugh. Wait. Oh. Oh, he cop. Oh my god. Wow. Right, that's one way we could use Aizawa's power. Right. But he's not here. Yeah. Yeah. He's more stronger now. Oh. Oh my god. What is that? Oh my god, you need to dodge. Oh my god. What the hell? What the what? Oh my god. Ugh. Hmm. Mm. And there you go. That was today's episode. Okay, so today's episode was basically at the beginning, we get an explanation as to how this happened, how we were able to pull this off. And the second half was basically us fighting against all the villains and showing everyone how we were well prepared this time. And by well prepared, I mean well prepared. Like, truly well prepared. Like, but there was only a little bit of a problem. Himiko captured Deku, which brings the whole thing into like a disarray because Deku was supposed to be the one who would have been there alongside, like Bakugo and the others fighting Shigaraki. But now a few of I think like the main plan has got into complete disarray just because Himiko grabbed Deku at the last moment. You know, so yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with the whole Shigaraki thing. Like Shigaraki, as we saw, we are, prepared. However, he has also changed. He has also gotten more stronger. He has become way more complete than he was before. You know, so yeah, in the end, I like that whole thing happens. And yeah, so like a few things I need to discuss here in this episode. Number one, I was literally talking about this before the episode began. I was like, I don't understand how they were able to pull this off because like as All For One said, I can feel if someone is lying and if they have some ill will or malice towards me. So I was like, how did Aoyama pull that off? Like, how does that make sense? And like there was two things in previous episode. One of the things I was able to catch on, which was the whole thing with Kurogiri and Monoma. I was able to catch that. I was like, as soon as I saw Monoma, I was like, oh, okay, so I can understand what happened. Basically they used Monoma to copy Kurogiri's skill and quirk and use the not quirk but his power, and use that to transport everyone here. That was easy to understand because they literally showed Monoma in the end. They also did show what was his name, Shinso, yeah, him in the end as well. However, it didn't really click in my head that they actually used him to brainwash Aoyama and his parents so that like when they talk to All For One doesn't understand or doesn't get the ill will or the line, because if someone's brainwashed, they are not really lying, they are being made to lie. So that would mean they wouldn't have any ill will or bad intentions, they're just being controlled. So the fact that All For One doesn't really see video, it's just like voice call only, that was one of the biggest reasons why we were able to trick him, because he just voice called him and he just like listened to them and didn't feel any ill will or any lie, and he was like, oh, it's fine, everything is okay, that kind of thing. So yeah, we were able to get him at that. So yeah, that it actually made like, and I realized that, and I was thinking maybe I'm missing something, or in the previous episode I was like, wait, how did they do that? Am I missing something? Like something like that I was thinking. But no, they literally explained it to them. I'm like, okay, you know what? Yeah, that actually makes sense. Either way, that was actually a very good plan. Using his power to brainwash them and use this as an opportunity to get catch All For One off guard. And yeah, and as they said, that the fact that All For One is so prideful and so egotistical, in his head he's like, oh, like I didn't feel any ill will, everything is fine, since I am the best, nobody can trick me, nobody can do anything. The fact that I think that everything is okay means everything is okay. This is what happens to egotistical people. They have too much confidence in themselves. Like it goes way past beyond overconfidence. They think they are right, they're in the correct. So any kind of decision or any kind of judgment that an egotistical person takes, they barely second guess it, because they're egotistical. Similarly, All For One was also that. He judged that everything is okay, so he didn't really second guess it. He didn't second guess himself. He was like, since it's my senses are not, my spidey senses are not tingling, everything is okay. That was basically All For One. And there you go. That is what happened after that. That's why this happened. Right. And also Monoma also helped with that whole Kurogiri thing as well. So they explained that whole thing in the beginning, and the final part we get to see how they planned this whole thing. So basically their plan was to, like, when all the villains was going to come out, they will be using Maze, not only Maze, but the whole support, like, like the courses, their new apparatus, which is basically like, those like cages that come and like, trap them. Obviously, it's difficult to like trap the villains, they can literally break out, but they only need like 2 to 3 seconds. And along with that, they use like a jet propeller to propel them into Monoma controlled Kurogiri's warp portal. While they were doing that, they broke out and the other heroes came in and pushed them in. And that was like the plan, to push them all in into the respective portals and scatter them to different places. Shigaraki would only be there in one of the cages. He would be the sole one, and completely separate him to like that one place. To the sky, in the sky prison, as they made that coffin, the floating coffin or whatever they called it. And Deku will be there. A few other people will be heroes will be there. Bakugo and a few others, Mirko and all them. And they would be the one who would be confronting Shigaraki. Yeah, that was the plan. However, Himiko just used her the thing that she uses, the, what do you call them, the string thing, not string, but those syringes thing. She used that to grab Deku and bring him into their portal. Now here's the thing, Himiko literally did that because she's obsessed with both Deku and Uraraka. That's why she literally did that. So it wasn't really a plan or anything else. She probably just wanted to fight against Deku and Uraraka. That's why he ended up dragging Deku in. So something that she did without any kind of extra thought or any type of plan actually worked in the villain's favor, because now the hero's plan is in disarray because Himiko literally did that. Like our whole plan is in disarray because Deku isn't there with Shigaraki, because that was the main plan. So yeah, like the thing that Himiko did randomly actually ended up helping out the villains in a weird way. So yeah, it's a problem now. Now what? Also, another thing I remember Deku mentioning, Deku says my danger sense didn't tingle. The reason behind that, I think, is probably because Himiko captured Deku without any type of ill will or malice. She probably did that just because she wanted to drag in Deku into their portal, and probably, I don't know, like I think I just wanted to fight against him or something. So the fact that she dragged him in wasn't with any type of like offensive or like any type of bad intention. In that sense, she didn't do that aggressively or anything. She just did that because I think like she just wanted to drag in Deku into the same portal. I think that is why the danger sense didn't tingle. Isn't that why? I would guess. Yeah, because I think like it makes sense from the name itself, danger sense. It will only tingle when danger is approaching. So what Himiko did wasn't probably something she did like by like she wasn't like really trying to attack Deku or anything. That's why the danger sense didn't tingle. I don't know. At least that's what I think. Maybe it's, who knows if it's something else. Let me know. Either way, yeah. And there you go. And that was that. In the end, it did seem like we were overpowering him, Shigaraki. But Shigaraki then, I don't know what he did. He literally brought out like a weird mass of fingers, like and completely like just like just smashed into Mirko. So she's definitely extremely injured. The one thing I was thinking was if like Decay is going to, if she was going to get affected by Decay, but I think it will not be, she won't be affected by that because Monoma is erasing his quirk now. So at least even if she got like squashed completely, it'll probably just be like external injuries. It won't be that she gets decayed. I don't think her life is in danger, but she's definitely injured. That's what I think, at least, because I feel like if Monoma wasn't really erasing his quirk, like that would have been the end for Mirko. because he can literally decay everything. So that would have been the end for her. But I think Monoma, like, actually erasing his quirk at that point of time literally saved Mirko at that. I don't know. I'm not really sure. You know what? Let's wait for the next episode. Who knows how this is going to go. Anyways, and that is where it ended basically. So yeah, that was today's episode. Let's wait and see how this goes. And I'm guessing, like, from here onwards, back to back every episode, back to back battles, just like in the previous season, just like how it went. Every single episode were like battle. So yeah, let's see. All right, now that was that. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the very first scene, we get to see like the explanation, basically All for One, All Might coming in and talking to everyone, telling them, like, okay, so you guys, this is the plan. So first of all, they bring in Shinso, and they're like, we have to, like, trick All for One. And obviously they were like, Momo was like, how are we able to, will we be doing that? Like, didn't they say that he has like he can understand if someone is lying or something like that? So yeah, he's like, that is exactly why we have Shinso with us. So they bring him in, and as soon as they brought him in, I immediately understood. I was like, oh, like, this is an interesting thing. In the previous episode, when they showed him at the end, I was like, why are they suddenly showing him? I was like, what's going on? But now that in this context, they were talking about, like, Aoyama and how to trick all for one. In this context, when they brought him in, I immediately, it clicked in my head. I was like, oh, so that's why they brought him in. Because it makes sense. If, like, if you're brainwashed, you cannot really have any type of ill will or any type of, you're literally not lying. Someone else is controlling you, and your head is clear. So whatever they'll tell you to say, you'll say that without any type of ill will or without any type of, like, that kind of thing. So it actually makes sense how it worked so perfectly. And it also made sense why they didn't show their eyes. In the previous episode, when they were showing that scene where Aoyama's parents were talking to All for One, Aoyama was talking to All for One, they weren't showing their faces. Exactly why. Because if we saw the faces, we would have immediately understood what's going on. So they didn't show their faces, Like, today they showed their faces, the blank face, because they were being controlled. Yeah, so... Okay, however, what's her name? Suyu, yeah. She says that, I was surprised when I heard the details of the plan from Mr. Aizawa, because during the combat battles, yeah, he says that I cannot make the person I brainwash talk. So, also, orders that require them to think won't work. So she's like, how will that work? At which he says that, like, I trained after that. And, where is that part? There we go. I kept my training to improve my quirks so I could do that, and didn't know that I'd be able to move on to the next spread so quickly. So basically, he was training so that later on he could join the hero group. However, it actually ended up working perfectly, because since he was working on his quirk, it improved and now is going to be of extreme use. So there you go. Yeah, so that's like the whole plan. He would control them, make them talk, and trick All for One. So everyone's like, good plan. So basically, Aoyama's coming back, and all this, like, Shinso will be helping us out. And then also the fact they were like, but what about, like, they will have a lot of villains with them. What do we do about that? We cannot literally let Deku go into the lion's den along with Aoyama. And if we try to be there somehow, All for One would realize that, and he wouldn't come. He would immediately realize this is all a trick to trap him. So what do we do about that? At which we came up, like, they come up with the second part of the plan, that is use Monoma to like, use Kurogiri's power, and and transport everyone to to that place. So at that point of time, when All for One, when they'll be confronting All for One, so in that way, they could easily trick All For One into thinking that Deku and Aoyama are there alone, and that kind of thing. So yeah, here you can see obviously Monoma was like, my quirk wasn't really a good one, because I like everyone was like, you can just be a sidekick, you cannot be a hero, like you just want the side characters, this and that. However, I think, what's his name, the that guy Vlad, I think, is that his name, the vampire guy, the hero, he was like, no, like like in this situation, nobody's a hero, or everyone is like their own person, nobody's a sidekick or a side character here, and in this situation at least you're the star. And yeah, and you can see he has used his quirk to bring in all the heroes in, and yeah, so there you go, the battle begins, and everyone was like, oh, let's go fight. But UA had a different plan, as we saw here. Like immediately as they started coming out, Dabi literally like just tries to jump Endeavor and Todoroki. Todoroki comes and stops it. However, while all of this is happening and everyone's like, oh, we'll be fighting, amongst each other, like I said, UA had a different plan. All Might and everyone else came up with a plan that they will be trapping everyone and taking them, using those portals to somewhere completely different, splitting them up. That's their plan. And what's interesting? They could split them up in a way that is actually disadvantageous for the villains. Like we can group them together into certain, like certain groups, and yeah. And that is why they were like, their main goal was to isolate Shigaraki and bring in Deku and everyone else. But like I said, as we saw, the plan got a little bit into a problem, because Deku got totally taken by Himiko to her portal, and now the whole plan is in a bit of a messy situation. Anyways, so yeah, so we see they bring out those walls, and they're like, oh, like these walls cannot really hold us in for like not even more than 3 seconds, and they started breaking the holes breaking the cages, at which immediately all the heroes were like, that's all we need, we don't need more than 3 seconds, and they came in and started pushing those things and just bringing them more closer and closer to the portals, and yeah, transports them into the portals. And while all of this was happening, at the very last moment, Deku and Bakugo were there in front of Shigaraki's cage, and while they were doing that, Deku kind of felt kind of was at a little bit at the back, and when he was trying to go towards the portal, Himiko catches him using that string thing, and he gets dragged in. Bakugo looks back and sees this whole thing, and Bakugo's like, what the hell, what's going on? And yeah, but it was too late, and by that time Deku got taken, Bakugo got inside that portal, so it was a bit too late, so yeah, they got caught completely off guard, all of them. Okay, and another thing, none of the heroes realized except Bakugo at that point what has happened. So they were like, oh, the plan is going smoothly, it was amazing. But we all know like that Bakugo knew what was going on, and he was like, as soon as he stepped out of the portal, he was like, Deku's not here, guys, like what do we do? Okay, so yeah, so they transported them into the different portals. Each and every one of them got transported to a different place. Over there, All For One got paired up with Hawks, Endeavor, and a few others. And All For One, as always, he's just spewing crap as always. He's like, oh, what a bad father you are. You are letting your younger son confront your elder son, and you are letting your son carry your sins, trying to make him take care of your own problems of something that you did. You're making him clean up after you. This all those stuff, typical All For One style. He starts blaming others and whatever. And while all of that was happening, Shigaraki has been transported to the sky above UA. Now this is crazy. So they literally made like a flying fortress kind of thing, and the barriers, the electrical barrier is like covering the whole thing, and this floating prison thing has a lot of I guess you could say facilities, which I'll talk about after this. But before that, the first thing Bakugo does is come look and see if Deku's there. He sees that Deku isn't there, and he's like, yeah, best genius, Deku isn't here. And Deku got transferred to that island, Okuto Island, and here Himiko is there, Uraraka is there, and Himiko literally dragged Deku in here. Wait a minute, who is here? Himiko's here, and few of the Nomus are here, I can see. And among the heroes, Suyu and Ochako's there. And anyone else here? I cannot really see. Okay, yeah, Deku here says, my danger sense didn't work. And like I said, I think the reason why it didn't work is probably because like Himiko wasn't really trying to attack him. That's why, probably. Okay. Right. So okay, so over there I'm guessing it's only Suyu and Ochako's there. Or is there anyone else? I don't know. Deku's there as well now. And over there only Himiko's. Okay. Okay, anyways, so now they're like, this is a problem. Shigaraki, the whole plan to get Shigaraki lies on Deku. He's supposed to be, he was like the main, like player here. But I don't know what we're supposed to do now. Either way, still, like I said, like we saw, they were fully prepared. So first thing what Shigaraki tries to do is use decay on the ground. Doesn't work. As soon as he uses the decay, those plates start floating up and just breaking apart. And he obviously he wasn't expecting that, so he gets smacked into the electrical fence or whatever and gets electrocuted. And like he starts getting stiff because his his muscles and everything was like working on impulse, and he starts getting stiff because of that. Yeah, here we go. This is what Best Genius says. You're fraying apart. As long as you're moving with your brain and muscles, a strong electrical current running through your body will stiffen you up. Yeah, no matter how strong you are. And that's how Best Genius was able to smack him into the ground. Now, here's the thing. Then they start talking about how they made this place. So basically, this is a floating prison kind of thing. The ground is made of those plates, those plates that if you use decay on, they literally come out and like explode or whatever, like break apart. So, and it's like small cubes. So basically the decay won't spread. It's just localized. So you cannot like break the whole thing apart like that. And here immediately I was thinking, wait a minute. If that's how it works, what will happen if Shigaraki literally uses his decay every single place in the ground and brings out all those plates outside? The whole place will break apart either way, wouldn't it? Even if it isn't the ground. And then I get the answer for that as well. So they were ready for that as well. Basically, the people who are that whole thing is connected to a different facility which is providing the raw materials to take care of the damages that comes to the battlefield. So any kind of plates or whatever that gets damaged in the process of the battle immediately gets replaced. Then comes the question about raw materials. Where do we get so much raw materials? Another simple answer to that, Momo is basically making the plates like one after the other, which again it makes sense. It's way easier to just for Momo to bring out the plates other than just collecting the raw materials and doing it like that. And Cementos is there as well. He's making cement. Mei is making the screwing up the plates and everything manually, and Momo is using her quirk to bring out the, what do you call them, the plates. Right. And not only that, for the power or the energy purposes, like what we do about that, the electrical stuff, Denki and a few others are providing the power, energy, the electrical thing. So that's happening over there as well. Wait, so this guy, this manga guy, is he supposed to be like, is his quirk related to like electricity? I'm guessing because he's there as well. Okay. Yeah, this guy, like the manga guy. So his quirk is supposed to be electric related. I'm guessing. I don't know. Why is he here then? If it's not, I just thought he was like a manga book or something. I didn't know what I don't know if they revealed it in the previous season. There was one season where they revealed all the other the other heroes from class B, their quirk and everything. He was there. I don't remember if they revealed his quirk, or I've probably just forgotten. But I don't remember what his power is. Okay, anyway, so yeah, like that's literally all the the planning that we have made, this extensive amount of planning. So Miko goes and kicks Shigaraki. Shigaraki recovers. He tries to use his shockwave. It doesn't work. And I'm like, wait, why is it not working? And Monoma is literally using Aizawa's quirk by copying it. As Aizawa said, if you remember, he said that with my one eye gone, I cannot use my quirk properly. He says I cannot use my quirk properly. He didn't say I cannot use my quirk. He said I cannot use it properly. That means he can still use it. And the fact that he can still use it means that it can be copied by Monoma. And that is why Monoma is using it. And obviously that other guy, the one, I forgot his name. He's like moisturizing the eyes. Okay. So here we go. Aizawa kind of gives us an explanation. I cannot move, but as long as I keep in contact with him like this, Monoma can use copy past his limit of 5 minutes. I see. So if he keeps in contact with him, he can go way past 5 minutes, which I guess it makes sense. Yeah, and here Aizawa was like, we had such a good plan, and it's working in such a good way. But the biggest player here should have been Deku. Everything, like, I don't know what their plan exactly was with Deku, but their plan definitely had Deku as the main character there. But Deku is missing. He's not here. So even if these things are working out, the main plan, the execution of the main plan won't work unless and until Deku's here. So they're in a bit of a pickle, Either way, Mirko comes in and again kicks Shigaraki. Shigaraki dodges and he brings out a weird finger thing. And Mirko immediately is like, Dynamite, what is that thing? Can you tell us? Because obviously Bakugo, Deku, they're the ones who fought Shigaraki. Mirko has no idea what that is. Bakugo's like, I have no idea as well. This is something new. And yeah, it just comes and smacks into Mirko. And like I said, I think if Monoma wasn't using his quirk, this would have decayed Mirko immediately and she would have died then and there. I don't think, obviously I'm sure she got extremely injured, but I don't think the decay is going to work because Monoma is still using his quirk. So in that sense, I think she'll be fine, but she's definitely going to be injured there. But let's wait and see. In the next episode, we'll probably get our answers. And there you go. That was today's episode. That was episode number 6 of My Hero Academia Season 7. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another episode of My Hero Academia. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.